Hey everybody, Mike from Wrestling Then and Now. Thanks so much for checking out my clips from my recent interview with Ahmed Johnson. To order your brand new Ahmed Johnson figure, go to HASTTELTOY.com. There's a brand new exclusive figure of Ahmed Johnson. Go to that website for all the details. To meet Ahmed Johnson, as well as Savio Vega and Duke the Dumpster Drosy, they'll be at Wrestle and Toy Con at the Hartville Marketplace in Hartville, Ohio. There'll be over 60 toy vendors and live wrestling matches. It'll be Saturday, June 24th.
When Vince and them signed me, they didn't tell me if I was going to be a babyface or a heel. He told me just go out there. And I went out there, man, and the crowd responded like they did, even with the intensity I had. I figured because I was so intense that the crowd would pull away from me.
Right.
But no, they sucked that up big time, man.
Yeah, it was definitely different, and that's what wrestling fans always want. They want something different.
Yes.
So you're on the road. It's 300 days a year. It's a crazy schedule. When you do big events like WrestleMania, is that a big deal to you?
Yeah, WrestleMania is a real big deal, man.
Yeah.
Golly. That was a big deal.
You worked with your first WrestleMania. It was what, you, Jake, and you, Jake.
Joker, wasn't it?
Yep. Yoko against Vader, Davey, and Owen. What can you tell
Right.
me about working with Vader, Davey, and Owen?
Do what now?
What could you tell me about working with Yoko, Davey, and Owen?
David Owen was just clowns, man. I mean, Owen get in the ring and he makes you just laugh. You know, I'm sitting there trying to keep my mean, intense face, and he's doing crazy stuff like slapping me and running around the ring and just all kind of crazy stuff. Owen was, man. Him and Davey both were treasures, man.
How about working with Vader?
Let me tell you a story about Vader. I went in there one time and looked at the card and said, Ahmed versus Vader. And I'm like, okay, me and Vader's cool. You know, we're cool. We hang out. We go down the road a little bit together. So I go in the locker room and Vader's getting dressed. So I get next to him and I start getting dressed. And Vader looks at me and says, hey, man, lay him in there on me because I'm going to lay him there on you. I was like, what? He said, lay him in there because I'm going to lay him in there on you. I was like, okay, cool. So if you ever get that Vader Ahmed match, that was a shoot match, brother.
I'll check that out.
And when he does that punch he does, when he gets me
Yeah.
in the turnbuckle in the corner,
Yeah.
man, he brung my belt several times. But he was good
And
working.
anyone else there snug in the ring?
Huh?
Anyone else there really snug in the ring?
Nobody snug as Vader was. Savio was a little snug. Savio was a little snug. He's another clown that makes you laugh in the ring. But Savio, you know, Farouk was snug. I mean, hey, that goes without saying. I mean, he was very, very snug.
What about their manager Jim Cornette? How'd you get along with Jim?
I didn't ever really talk to Jim. I mean, I've never really had a conversation with him, man.
How'd you like working with Jeff Jarrett?
Jeff Jarrett was good to work with, except, I mean, if I'm being truthful, I was still green.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know a lot of stuff that, you know, they were doing. And, you know, he took care of me in the ring until he gave me a guitar shot. But, you know, outside of that, I blame myself for that because I was still green.